This August has been very full. We've gone on many adventures and had quite a bit of travel. We went on a small road trip a couple of hours away to spend time with the in-laws, and it was a blast. It was an absolutely great time. Everybody got to play. There was a little game room where we did basketball tournaments and foosball battles and a little hook ring game. It was just a lot of fun to get everyone together, spend time as a family, get to know each other again before school starts. It was something I am very grateful that my in-laws put together each year, because I think it really helps us stay grounded and connected, and that's something that should be celebrated. We often got to start our days quiet off in the woods, just crisp, clean air, collecting memories like breadcrumbs. It was an amazing time. And okay, I may have snuck away for some me time in the sauna and hot tub, but sometimes you need a little pause between all that family chaos and fun, and there's no shame in that. And then, of course, let's talk about a different kind of celebration. There was an early morning flight, the one that took me from this mini adventure and back to Utah. The sun was just beginning to rise, painting the sky in shades of pink and gold, and I stared out the window, feeling that bittersweet tug in my chest. Missing one half of my family while looking forward to reuniting with the other half, even temporarily. It was only a day and a half, not nearly enough time, but honestly, it was everything that I needed. I think I learned a very valuable lesson this couple of weeks. You see, this wasn't just a trip, it was time with my family, which, if you ask me, is worth more than anything. There was my dad. I got to see playing guitar with my little sister, strumming chords and laughing and singing at the top of our lungs, and just this look of pride on his face I'll always remember. And of course my mom smiling at them from the corner like she was watching a scene from her favorite movie. Something about it was just utterly restorative. It was like a glimpse into both the past and the present. Now, the reason for this trip was sort of somber. We were there to celebrate my uncle's life, and it was one of those moments that makes you stop and breathe and reflect on how fragile it all is. As we honored him, I just kept hearing that one line from a poem that he actually spoke at a separate celebration of life. The quote goes something like this: "The deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the more joy that you can contain." And that is such a beautiful thought that I want to carry it forward with me. I absolutely loved that I got to see my cousin, and we got some one-on-one time, yoga, a lot of deep chats. I got to see her garden, which is so beautiful, and of course there was plenty of laughter. Whenever we get together, there's always plenty of laughter. But there were also plenty of tears as we discussed her dad and everything he meant to everyone, and how big and full his life was. And there was just something in that moment that felt very, very comforting, this idea that we were all here because of one person and all the good that they put out in the world. Something so beautiful in that. And of course, all too soon, there was one more airport, one more plane ride, one more coffee, and I was home again. But this trip gave me an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the time that I had with my family, for the memories we made, and for the reminder that even the hardest moments, there is so much joy waiting to be found. And that's the thing about family adventures. They aren't always perfect, but they're definitely always worth the ride. Now, keep in mind, I did get sick for a couple of days on my return, so we're just gonna gloss over. It was a horrible couple of days, let's just say, but I'm back into carrying that gratitude with me, trying to take the lessons I learned from this trip and incorporate them into my daily life. Beautiful. Do you have one too? Gorgeous.